What's up, YouTube? We all speculated it would happen after that crazy Flash Season 2 finale, then when Barry went to save his mother. Well, Flashpoint is upon us. It's gonna be so lit, as Grant Gustin actually said. And it's been confirmed by Grant Gustin on Twitter that the first episode of Season 3 will be titled Flashpoint, but the story will be their own version, kind of. He said that he's read Flashpoint and he's watched the direct DVD animated movie, which you should all check out, and said that, well, it's going to be their own beast, so I'm not sure how that's going to work. Flashpoint is one of my favourite stories of all time in the world of comics. However, I'm a bit concerned just to how they will actually pull it off. Because, well, they've said that it's going to be their own beast, but some of the story elements, I reckon, will probably be very similar, because then there's no point of doing it at all. We must consider that Flashpoint changes the entire landscape of the world and universe as Barry pretty much breaks time and then attempts to fix it. This will be a major issue as we have a shared universe with Arrow, Legend of Tomorrow, and now Supergirl. So if the story was to be adapted as closely as possible, then these shows would have to be affected too. However, there's not going to be a direct, obvious copy, so these shows may not be affected at all. Maybe it's only Barry who's affected by this. Now, you may have not actually read Flashpoint, but you probably heard quite a lot of it by now if you are a fan of the Flash TV show. Especially in my episode reviews when they adapted parts of it, such as Barry losing his powers and the particle accelerator being used to give him back these powers. Also, as well, the comparison between Hunter Zolomon getting his powers via an electric chair, which is how Barry gets his powers back in the actual Flashpoint miniseries. So, Flashpoint starts with Barry waking up at his desk in Central City, completely powerless, with his mother alive. Pretty trippy, I have to say. So naturally, Barry heads straight for Gotham, which is pretty much a big issue, because Batman in this new timeline is Thomas Wayne, and Martha Wayne is actually the Joker, which is crazy, of course, and Bruce Wayne was the one who died that fateful night in Crime Alley. So Thomas is recruited to help Barry get his powers back, which involves replicating the lightning strike and the chemicals that were next to him when he gained his powers. Now you remember that obviously with Hunter Zolomon, as well as Barry getting his powers back, like I just said. The world is pretty much on the brink of destruction as Wonder Woman leads the Amazonians to war against Aquaman and the Atlanteans. So you've got Wonder Woman and Aquaman going at it to destroy each other and take over, well, the entire world. So Western Europe is almost pretty much underwater. And at the peak of the battle, Reverse Flash informs Barry he caused this by trying to kill him and save his mother. Well, Reverse Flash became a paradox and is now out of time and can pretty much do what he wants. So, Barry then goes back into the Speed Force and uses the Speed Force to kill Eobard Thawne and stop him, which is just insane. I mean, you really have to read this. It is amazing. So, once the timeline is actually fixed, Barry then has to go back in time to stop his mother from, well, being saved by himself, which is a very tearful moment where he has to convince both himself to stop his mother dying, and also his mother convinces him that, well, she has to die because it's pretty much set in stone. So after all this, the lady who is revealed to later on as Pandora pretty much shows to him that the world is split into three timelines, which you've got your Vertigo comics, your DC comics, and your Wildstorm comics as well. And, well, they were split up and they were weakened. The whole timelines were weakened because of an impending threat. And now they have been unified to stop a threat, which leads to the New 52 and all this crazy DC rebirth craziness where the Watchmen, possibly Dr. Manhattan, has taken 10 years from the universe and, well, lost a lot of connections between people, such as Barry's not with Iris and the Black Canary's not with Green Arrow and all that. So it pretty much has big impending things on this. Now, I'm not too sure how much of this will be used for the Flash Season 1 premiere, but I can tell it'll be a similar thing where perhaps Eobard Dawn comes back and to haunt him, and he's going to, over throughout the series, have to fix things. And what I expect is Captain Cold will be the one to help fix things, because now he is out of time, really, because he touched the big box that disintegrated him. And I reckon he is gone, and he will be seeing all of time at once, which is what I think is going to happen. So if you enjoyed that video, that's it for this video. Drop a like and a subscribe, and I'll be back soon. Goodbye.